walking with the ghost.
Yo, what is going on, guys? Hey, Soda here, back in another video. Today we're playing some Velocity Flight Sim. We're straight into it. Let's get straight into the game. If you want to watch this as a tip video on how to fly the plane, I'll be calling out what I do every single time. Maybe some of the times I might forget, but I'll try and call out as much as I can. So let's get straight into it. We're going into the Airbus A320. I'm gonna choose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just go Lufthansa this time. I'm not from Germany, just saying. I just want to go Lufthansa. Let's just go gate 8, and then let's go. Confirm. There we go. We're going into gate 8, and today's flight will go from TXKF to TNCM, and let's go. Start up the engine, start the headlight, beacon light, and the navigation light. Last time on my flight simulator video, you smashed over 500 views. So I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to give you back with another flight simulator, which is a lot more realistic and a lot more harder, because this has flaps, this has spoilers, it's got lighting, it's got, okay, that's pretty much all I have to say. But let's try some reverse thrust. And whilst I'm in the air, I'm just going to do some glamour footage of the plane flying in the sky, going into TNCM. It's not an international airport, just TNCM airport. This is an international airport, the other one isn't. So yeah, we're gonna press F to push back to apply some reverse thrust onto this plane. So let's go. We press E and Q to control on the ground. As you can see, my wheels are now funking out, so it's great. As you can see, the Lufthansa thing doesn't seem correct. I think it should be pointed to the right, but anyway. Like that thing there, I'll try and zoom. Right there. Okay, let's do this. We're gonna now go forwards. We're gonna apply some thrust, and not reverse thrust this time. So we're gonna go forwards. And boom, we're on taxiing to the runway, which is all the way over there, which I don't like, because this terminal is actually quite far from the runway, so I have to travel quite a bit. And if you do decide to get this game, don't give up, alright? Because I took like 2 days to officially land a proper plane. On the first day, my 6th flight, I've landed a plane, but I landed it on the grass. And then the second time I overshot. So yeah, it does take 2 days to, for me it took 2 days to actually properly land this plane. So don't just be, oh I can't land this plane, it's too hard, rage quit. Just keep on practicing and you'll get there, trust me. Right, let's get the strobe lights on. I know you're meant to turn these on the runway, but I like to turn them on here. As you can see, we are now going forwards onto the runway. Runway's over there. We are over here. So airplane behind me. Oh, there is now. But we're at 39 knots. That's not miles per hour. Just saying, onto the left of you. Not miles per hour or kilometers per hour. It's actually just knots. So yeah. Oh Christ, we go too fast. I need reverse thrust quick. Alright, that was just a bit too overkill. I'm going to set my flaps to 1 by pressing J on my keyboard. And it looks like I'm in line right now, so I can reply, get your thrust level just by holding R down to 100%, and you're on the way to takeoff. So now we're at V1. When you're at V1 and a little bit below, your rudder will be your main way to turn. And when you're in the air, your A and D is the main way to turn. So we're nearly approaching my favourite takeoff zone, which is here. I like to lift off. Perfect. And then get my gear to G, press G to retract to landing gear. So it's going up right now. Perfect. And turn your headlights off because you're no longer on the ground. And there we go, we're taking off. When you get to 3,000 feet, press U, and that will get your flaps up to 0. Which I'm nowhere near there yet, but we're approaching 3,000 feet. Nearly there. I'm just gonna do it a little bit earlier. You can do it bang on if you want, but there we go. Flaps now are at 0, and make sure your spoiler is not on flight mode; it's on off mode. Because even though you're flying, you don't want to select your spoilers to flight mode yet. So we're lifting off. I'm now going to turn right, rolling at 25, and then on our way to TNCM airport, and I will show you some glamour footage right now of it flying. Oh, and also if you're wondering what the right thing is, this is Clear Sky 7, and then it should say 6:22 now. That's the temperature outside of the aircraft. It's quite cool just to know that, but I don't know why that's there. So yeah, let's go.
Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon.
Alright, we're coming into land now because we are nearly there. So we're going to press shift once, and now we're at flight mode, which is basically the plane is going to literally, it's lowering down. Look, as you can see, the altitude is slowly going down whilst not increasing speed. It increases really slowly, but if you put it down at a certain speed, now it's decreasing. Because normally if you put 48% without the flight mode on, when you go down, you would have been increasing speed. So the flight mode is really important to land. You want your flight mode to be on first. Now it's keeping an eye on your speed, keeping an eye on your altitude, and also keeping an eye on the map, because the map has a little black line through it on the airport, and that is the runway, and you want to try to be in line with it, or you would be landing onto the grass, which is not a successful landing. Today, like 4 hours ago, I landed, but I forgot to apply reverse thrust, so I overshot the runway. I'm like, why am my plane not slowing down? And it just overshot. So it's really, really important to focus on your speed as well. So yeah, not that much people actually do focus on their speed. So yeah, make sure you focus on your speed. That's the one thing I need to try and say. Oh, there's still white lines coming out my engine. That means I'm still quite high. Well, no way, bro. It says right there, you're at 13,000 feet. It's not even that high, to be honest. Okay? But this is not a real, simulator. If it's a real simulator, you would have gone up to like 30 to 33,000 feet with this plane. So, yeah, the highest I went up to was actually about 16,000 feet. But for this video, I never got up to that speed. Actually, no, I'm going to increase. I can still have a little bit of an extra speed. I want some speed. When you increase, you go down faster, which is better. That's TNCS. Make sure you don't get confused. That's TNCS. We're landing at... I don't even know what we're landing at anymore. I forgot. Oh, we're landing at TNCM. Alright, then we're going to straighten up a little bit. We are still going down. -5, so the lines are less thin, and now the lines are gone. Now, a bit too low. So the lines slowly go away, and we are getting really, really, really close to the airport. I'm now going to say flaps 1. Press Alt, ignore that. If it gives you a warning, just use your own brain to try and land your plane. Right, now maybe we should slow down. Actually, say you might want to slow down now. Flaps 2. So you press J one more time, and now you've got flaps 2 up. And now when you're landing, I advise you to use your rudder to control the plane. It's a lot more easier. And then we want to try and get a line, so you just want to press Q. You want to be going down, not up. Alright, guys, come on. The gear shouldn't be down. Also, if you are new to the game, I do advise you to say what loads of other YouTubers say. Go try it on one of these, not these passenger, well, still a passenger jet, like those turboprops, not like these massive jetliners and stuff. Oh, we're nearly there. Alright, see the thing inside. I'm going to slow down now, and I'm going to say flaps. I'm going to say gear down. We're going to gear down now. Alright, we're going to be using our rudder to turn. we should be seeing the airport any second now. I think we might be a bit too low, but we should be fine. Yep, there we go. See their airport, TNCM. As you can see, we should be approaching any second now. Say flaps for maximum flaps. So it flaps down to floor, and you should still be in flight mode, and your headlight should also still be off. And we are. Oh, I see the thing. I want to increase some speed and pull up a little bit. Okay, and now we're gonna decrease again. Alright, we're nearly there. We're slowing down a little bit more slow now. There's a plane bro from Lufthansa about touchdown at TNCM airport. Always use your rudder to control when you're landing. Never use your actual A&D because it's actually a nightmare. Come on, bro. Nearly there. Actually, I'm about to stall. As you can see, if your speed gets to VS, you're about to stall, so you don't want to stall. So I'm going to increase my speed. So you're just using your brain, trying to think what is the best situation here. 74% thrust, and we're going to decrease a little bit, and we are nearly there, bro. So the first thing you do when you touch down is to apply your reverse thrust. Next thing is to press shift one more time to arm the spoilers, so the spoilers will go up, and then that's perfect. And then you should be able to slow down inside if you landed perfectly. You see that's our airport. We're going to land at. We're at 400. That's our altitude. If that guy crosses over, he's gonna get absolutely destroyed by my plane. Right, here we go. We're going. We're nearly there. And we are touchdown. Reverse thrust. Oh Christ. Thank you to this guy. That's really unrealistic. And you just go through the person, and then you touch down and arm your spoilers. Actually, the spoilers are armed, which means, as you can see, this thing here goes up, which means you arm the spoilers, you're on reverse thrust, and everything is good to go. You put your thing to 0, turn your headlights on by pressing H, put your flaps all the way back up to 0, and put your spoilers on off, and you can now taxi off of the runway, which is, you've landed successfully. Perfect. And now we just have to get to the terminal, shut down your engines, and everything is good. Taxiing off now. That was really unrealistic. This is why before you actually enter on the runway, you have to check left and right. See if you are, if there's any person landing or something, because you have to let the person land before you take off. I think that's the rule of airlines and stuff like that. But yeah, right, nearly there, guys. Let's just park at this gate here. And then the next video that I'm going to do, guys, is me from TNCM flying back and finish the destination to TXKF. I'm not going to do it in one whole video because, you know, I don't want it to be extremely long. Apply reverse thrust. Make sure your wheel touches the second line, like the second cross line here. There we go. Everything's ready. You press H, you press B, you press N, you press L, and then finally you press T. To shut down all of your engines, and then you've landed successfully. So guys, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and comment down in the comment section below on what other games you want me to see. Obviously, the next video that I'm going to upload is to TXKF, flying back to complete the flight. So yeah, make sure you hang around for that video, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video, guys.